But they do have one thing you haven't got. A medal. Therefore, for meritorious conduct and extraordinary valor against wicked witches, I hereby award you with the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
Shucks, folks, I'm speechless.
As for you, my galvanized friend, you want a heart? You don't know how lucky you are not to have a heart. Hearts will never be made practical until they can be made unbroken.
Well, that's so sad, but I still want one.
Back where I come from, we have men who do nothing all day but good deeds. They're called, good deed doers. And they have no more heart than you do. But they do have one thing you haven't got. A testimonial. Therefore, as a reward for your generous heart, I hereby present you this small token of my esteem and affection.
Oh my, oh thank you. Oh look at it. Oh my, oh listen to my heart. It ticks. Oh my, listen to my heart, it ticks. Read what my medal says. Oh my. Awarded for courage. Oh, ain't it the truth? Oh, ain't it the truth? Oh, they're all so wonderful. What about Dorothy? Yeah, what about Dorothy? Yeah. Dorothy next.
Yes, well, child, you forced me into a cataclysmic decision. Because the only way for Dorothy to return to Kansas is for me to take her myself.
Oh, would you? Could you? Are you a clever enough wizard to do so?
Child, you caught me to the quick. I'm an old Kansas man myself. Premier balloonist par excellence to the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company. Until one day, while performing feats of stratospheric skill never before attempted by any civilized man, the balloon failed to return to the fair.
Frightened, were you?
Frightened? You're talking to a man who has laughed in the face of death, chuckled at catastrophe, and sneered at doom. I was petrified. But then the balloon floated down into the heart of this wonderful city, where I was instantly acclaimed Oz, the first wizard deluxe.
Deluxe, from the French, pertaining to luxury.
Well, there were a few luxuries went with this job, but I took it anyway, retaining the balloon against the advent of a quick getaway. And in that conveyance, my dear Dorothy, you and I shall return to the land of E pluribus unum. Step this way. Citizens of Oz, I, your wizard, per ardua ad alta, am about to embark upon a dangerous and technically unexplainable journey to the outer stratosphere, to converse, and otherwise hana with my fellow wizards. And until that time, if any, that I return, I hereby decree that the Scarecrow, by virtue of his highly superior brain, shall rule in my stead, assisted by the Tin Man, by virtue of his generous heart, and the Lion, by his courage. Thank you, my friends. And now, I think it's time we set off. Climb aboard, Dorothy.
Climb aboard, Missy, while the wind's in your favor.
Oh, but I can't leave without Toto.
I'll get him.
Don't,
What?
well, this is unfortunate.
No. Oh, but you can't go without me. Oh, the balloon. Help! It's getting away.
I can't come back. I don't know how this thing works.
No, please don't go.
Too late, my dear. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
That idiot guard just ruined my exit.
Here's your dog, Missy.
Thank you. Oh, now how am I ever going to get back to Kansas? Just stay with us. Oh, we really don't want you to go. Don't you love us, Dorothy? Of course I do. But there are people and places that I love more. And now they're further away than the farthest dream. And I'm never getting back home. Oh, the Good Witch of the North. What are you doing here? I'm here to bring you home. Home? But how? By your shoes. Why didn't you tell her that in the first place? Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn for herself. Oh, well then what did you learn, Dorothy? Well, I learned that it's not enough just to want to see Uncle Henry and Auntie Em, and that if I ever go searching for my heart's desire again, I don't have to look any further than my own backyard, because if it isn't there, then I never really lost it to begin with. Well, I could have thought of that for you. Oh, I should have done it in my heart. Oh, if only I had the courage for my convictions. No, she had to find out for herself. Now those shoes will bring you home in 2 seconds. Toto too? Toto too. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to say goodbye to you all. I'll miss you so much. Goodbye, Tin Man. I'm gonna miss you so much. Oh, please don't cry. You'll rust. Here's your oil can. Oh, now I know I have a heart. Because it's breaking. Goodbye, Lion. I know it's not right, but I'm gonna miss the way you used to holler for help when you were scared. I think I'm gonna holler when you leave. Oh, Scarecrow. You were the first friend I met here in Oz. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. Having a brain don't make pardon any easier. Goodbye, Dorothy. I'll think of you always. Are you ready, Dorothy? Oh, yes. Before I change my mind and stay here forever. Now, close your eyes and tap your heels 3 times and think to yourself over and over, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. 1. There's no place like home. 2. There's no place like home. Goodbye, Dorothy.
Little girl, little girl.
Perhaps we should go to town and notify the sheriff.
Oh, wait. Toto! There she is. How about you get those farmhands to help us?
Zeke! Hug! Hickory! Get Emmy and better bring a blanket!
Oh, she has a bruise on her head the size of an ostrich egg. The skin ain't broken.
Oh, hello, Oz.
Oz? My first name's Chester, but you can call me whatever you like.
Oh, Uncle Henry, you were the guard.
It's okay, honey. I'm guarding you now.
Is she alright?
There was a moment there where I thought we lost her.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry someone hit me in the storm. But that's the problem. I did get lost. And I was trying to get back to you for days and days.
Sounds like a bad dream.
But it wasn't a dream.
Sure it wasn't. Remember me? Your old pal Zeke?
Lion.
No, it ain't. Remember Hickory?
Oh yeah, you couldn't forget my face. I guess, could you? Oh, of course not. But where's Scarecrow?
Scarecrow?
Who the heck's Scarecrow? Where's the blanket you asked for? How is she? Oh,
She's fine.
you've lost all your stuffing.
Stuffing.
But what'll happen to the field mouse you had in your stomach?
You don't have to worry about a field mouse. You give me a whole bag of kittens.
Dorothy? Dorothy! Oh, Annie M! You're safe and well, Dorothy. Oh, it's all because of you, Annie M. You taught me how to use the slippers. Oh, I won't use the slippers on you, honey. You done nothing wrong. Oh, but doesn't anyone believe me? Oh, we believe you, honey, but we gotta put you to bed. Oh, the house. Did it come back?
Storm passed right by it. And it wasn't the house that fell in this gulch.
Well, it's a telegraph pole. Then Toto's safe. Do you hear that, Toto? We're safe. Oh, and we're both home. And we're never leaving here ever again because I love you all so much.